Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Awakened Jenn Tarot. I am so thankful to each and every one of you for joining me today. If you are new here, my name is Jennifer Halliburton. I'm a Soulful Revolution certified tarot reader, spiritual advisor, and healing and manifestation coach. And it is my honor to help others gain clarity, guidance, and insights on their path of ascension. In today's video, we will be doing a tarot reading combined with channeled messages for the collective. Please keep in mind this is a collective reading. Only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you would like to manifest a more specific message into the reading, please subscribe, like, and comment, as these are forms of energetic transference that can help me connect more directly to your energy and channel more specifically to your situation. Thank you again for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the reading. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer Halliburton with the Awakened Jenn Tarot, and today we're going to be doing an ancestor message. So this is something I've actually felt called to do for a few weeks, so I do feel like that there is some special message here. But before we get too far into all of that, I want to go over some housekeeping things. So I've posted several new things this week that I wanted to make sure that I called some attention to. So I added another guided meditation. So this one is a soul retrieval. It's a guided journey to reclaim your voice and your inner peace. And so this is for those people who feel like they have the wounding of feeling unheard. And so this is going to help you go back to that place in your deep subconscious where that first wounding started, where the triggering of that first wounding started, and to help clear those blocks and help bring that piece of you back into alignment. And I want to say, you may want to listen to this a couple of times. So the first time you go through it, you may just need to just take in the process. The second time that you do it, I think that you're going to have a better idea of what you're trying to accomplish. And so then I think you'll get more out of it the second time. So the first time you listen to it, just kind of let it, just take it in. So if you don't get a whole lot from the first time, just don't give up. I think that, again, it's one of those things that just understanding the process is going to help you to know how to work with it. All right. Another thing that I added this week was my spiritual awakening experience. And so I have a series on spiritual awakening that I'm doing, and this is the third video of that series. And so I have the one video, the 5 life-changing stages of spiritual awakening, but I felt like that it would be important to share my own personal experience, how it actually played out in my life. And so this is where you can learn about that. And then finally, we're going to talk about Lionsgate. And so on the Spiritual View, which is my sister channel that I do with fellow certified readers, we are doing a Lionsgate Empowerment Summit. And so this is going to be an all-day online event. And so what we're going to do is each of the team members for the Spiritual View, and there are 7 of us, are going to prepare a special video that is focused on empowerment, really working with this energy of Leo, the lion, and bringing in, this empowerment to help us to align our paths to lives that we truly, are excited to wake up and live. And so this is something that we're going to start it at 6 a.m. Eastern on the Spiritual View. And so we'll start releasing videos at 6 a.m. and then every few hours we'll keep releasing new videos until 6 p.m. Eastern, where we will have a live session with all of the team, and we'll just have a fun time together. So if this is something you're interested in, I'll have more information about that in the description box. We'd love to have you join us for it. It should be empowering. All right. So now then, let's go ahead and take 3 deep breaths together and do the invocation to call in the spirit team. All right, so close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Right, breathe in. That's 1. Breathe in. That's 2. Breathe in. That's 3. I now call in my angels, archangels, ascended masters, my higher self and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. All right. All right, so for this reading today, we're going to be using the Ancestor Spirit Oracle, the Animal Guides Tarot, Guides from the Hidden Realms, and my Past Life Oracle. Now, the reason why I brought the Past Life Oracle in is because, I do feel that we're being kind of reconnected to the past, that there's something about the past that we're kind of supposed to be looking at and, again, bringing back into alignment. So I think that that's part of why I felt called to do the soul retrieval guided meditation this week. It's just because there's something there. There's something still stuck in the past that we need to be connecting with. I also got an angel number before we even started. So I want to go ahead and share the angel number was 1144. And so that's high vibes. And I do think that we are moving into this higher vibrational state. I think that we really are leveling up to that 5D consciousness in greater extents. And like we're living in it in longer states. And so with the high vibes, divine intervention, prosperity, big ventures, fated events, faith, purpose, higher calling. Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. So I just think that we are lining up with the right people at the right time, the right situations. I think that that's the leveling up that we've been doing for months. We've been in this alignment process for months. All right, so we're going to pull with the Ancestor Spirit Oracle. And we'll just see just what messages want to come out. All right. Only messages for your highest good, and anything that you need to hear will come out in this reading today. And I also want to add in that I would like no other explanation evidence to come out. That is, it's something that I say, something in the cards, something that lets you know absolutely there's no other way than that message came to you from God. That's the way we're going to connect today. That is my intentions for this reading. All right. So what do the ancestors want us to know at this time? What messages are trying to come through that have been kind of nagging at me for about 2 weeks now? What messages are they trying to tell us? All right. All right, so the first message from the ancestors: reconnect with Mother Earth, plant, garden, harvest. And so as I was talking about the ascension, I was thinking about Gaia itself ascending. And so I feel like that's part of the reconnection, is understanding the earth itself is on its own ascension process. And that's part of what's raising the vibration collectively. So when the earth itself is raising its own vibration to this 5D consciousness, it has to impact the rest of us. And so I feel like that's part of the guidance, is kind of reconnect with the earth so that you can even align with the vibration of the earth. So that's, you've got to actually get in the earth, touch the earth. This is talking about gardening and planting and like really nurturing the earth. I'm going to read this card. All right, reconnect with the earth. Mother Earth is calling you. This card is a reminder of how important it is for you to be outside in nature. You may have drawn this card because you've been too busy to go outdoors. It's time for you to connect with trees, plants, and the earth. You are encouraged to learn more about gardening or horticulture. Planting some herbs, tending to your garden, or spending more time outdoors will benefit your mind and body. There's great joy in eating straight from your garden. Consider growing your herbs, fruit, and vegetables. If you already grow your own plants, this might be a nudge to get out and give them some TLC. Being out in the garden is great for your energy. It is relaxing for you and good for the environment too. Another part that is coming to me is about connecting with the foods that you're eating. And so getting into this more natural food as well. So something that I learned a while back is that, okay, very similar as to how when a nursing mother, her milk adapts to the baby just by this communication that's happening through like the enzymes and stuff as the baby is eating. There is something similar that the earth is able to do for us too. Like when we're doing our gardening, if you will walk around barefoot and really get your hands in there, you've really got to connect with the earth. And when you're connecting with the earth in that kind of way, it will actually be able to sense the exact types of nutrients and things that you need. And so this is how the earth can actually work with you to make sure that you are being very well balanced and very well nourished. And so in this same way, you're nurturing the earth and the earth is nurturing you right back. And that's the way that it's supposed to be, like the symbiosis between us and the earth. That's the way that we're supposed to be using the environment instead of just taking advantage of it and not giving back to it. And so like the earth wants that connection with us as well. It doesn't want to just provide for us. It wants the connection with us. Okay. The second message from the ancestors is find your voice, express yourself, open up, and sing out. So a lot of times the loudest ones make it seem like that's what everybody thinks, but they're just the loudest voice. It's not the most collective voice. It's just the loudest voice. And so I think that some of these silent voices are going to be needing to speak up now to let the whole world know that collectively, no, we don't all agree with whatever the loudest voice is right now, that there are other opinions. In fact, there's a greater opinion from the silent majority is what I'm getting. Is just there's a silent, it's almost like a silent bear, just kind of like right now that bear is sleeping and they don't seem like a threat because they haven't spoken up yet. But the minute that this group rises up and combines together, like it's like that bear just waking the sleeping bear. So there's something there about collectively, there is a message that we're supposed to be speaking and not being afraid to share this. All right, so find your voice. Find your voice. Open your throat chakra so you can sing and communicate more effectively with others. Singing is very healing. It relaxes and opens you to positive energy. Do not worry about your tone or your sound of voice. Just have fun creating sound and enjoying and expressing yourself. You do not have to sing in front of anyone. You can sing in the car or at home. But then if you'd like you to have some fun singing karaoke with your friends, go for it and enjoy. Singing is natural and everyone can do it. Notice how you feel when you sing without inhibition. Raising your voice is uplifting. It builds your core strength. This card is encouraging you by bringing more song into your life. If you already sing, step it up by taking lessons, joining a choir, or going professional. If you don't usually sing very often, try to release any fears of judgment of your voice and find your melody. Harmonize with the radio, hum with the rain, sing whenever and wherever you can until singing becomes more natural for you. Express yourself. find your sound and share your beautiful voice with others. And so my connection with the singing of this isn't really about getting you to be a singer. It's about that it's working on opening up the throat chakra, because I really think about just what we do to ourselves in that singing, where we tell ourselves we're not good singers, and so we will like hold in our voice. That really does, it has this, because you can almost feel it. No, I'm not going to do that. Like even the thought, even just the suggestion of trying to sing when you don't feel like that you are a good singer, you can feel your voice kind of contracting. And so this is what it's like. It's really talking about working on that throat chakra to help open it up. And so to get free with just being able to sing, being able to hum, being able to express that way is part of how you're going to be opening it up, so that you can start expressing yourself, so that we can share that collective message together. All right, so I'm going to pull one more card from the ancestors. So let's get one final message from the ancestors. Okay. Explore your creative side. Visualize, paint, and record. So I do feel like there's a lot of creative energy that's being expressed with the singing, and now with this, it's just kind of getting re in touch with your feminine side in this. But I think something that's interesting to think about is that like the oh, I'm losing it. Okay. It was with the ascension of the earth. It was something with the ascension of the earth. I lost it. I'm sorry. Okay. It's just the divine feminine rising. It's something about that. It was something about the divine feminine rising, and it was connected with the ascension of the earth. And so, like, the earth itself is going through its ascension process, and it's that inner feminine. It's the inner feminine part that is coming out. It's the inner feminine that's rising even within the earth. And that is what's being expressed for us to be able to express that part of ourselves too. It's that creative part of us. It's the flow state part of us. It's just being, able to express ourselves in without fear, without that fear of judgment. All right, explore your creative side. Get your artistic energy flowing. Try to make time for yourself to paint, write, sing, play, bake, or build every day. Even if you can only find a few minutes at a time, regularly engaging in your imagination can make a noticeable difference to your energy. You do not have to be an artist, musician, or chef. When you start thinking more creatively, you invite inspiration and ingenuity into all that you do. When you unlock your imagination, you are opening yourself to healing energy from the universe. Creativity is connected to your passion, your solar plexus, and sexual chakras. It is also linked to life force and positive energy. When you are not using your creativity, you start to feel restless, frustrated, or numb. Re-energized by painting, planting, sewing, singing, playing, or thinking outside of the box. This card also encourages you to look for a unique solution to a problem. And, I'm just connecting that our creative part of us is really the part of us that is that divinity. The divine likes to create. The divine is creation itself. And so it's really connecting with that piece of us, because when you don't have the opportunity to really express yourself creatively, it causes you to withdraw, and it causes your whole life source, your whole life energy to just wither. And so this is getting you to be your most vibrant state, is to get in this creative energy where we're singing and allowing that to come out, where we're being creative and artistic and allowing all of that expression to come out. And then also remembering to stay grounded and really connecting with the earth, and allowing the earth to nurture us, but also nurturing the earth right back. All right, so I'm going to pull with the tarot. All right. So We'll just get ancestor messages from the tarot. So give us the ancestor guidance. So what are our strengths right now? Our strengths right now are the Knight of Earth, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Trustworthy, dedicated, protective, funny. So the Knight of Pentacles is responsible. The Knight of Pentacles has stayed the course, does the work, and is committed. And so that's our strengths right now. It's important to make a detailed plan before starting any new endeavor. Once you have that plan in place, then you can take immediate action and get as much accomplished as possible. So, I mean, just really being responsible and like resourceful and not wasteful. Like I got that part out of that too. But I mean, that's our strengths right now. It's just that we are highly responsible. But I think part of our being highly responsible is part of what has kept us from being able to express ourselves creatively, because that's like, oh, that feels not responsible. There's something that feels irresponsible by taking the time to, go sing, go have fun, go play. But we're being actually encouraged with the rest of the message that that's what we need to do. Even though this is our strength, we are responsible people. You're not going to let things fall just because you take time to go have fun. What are the blessings right now? The Knight of Air. Okay, so that is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is about being very clear about your direction, being very clear about where you're wanting to go, what you're actually wanting to achieve. Get ready for progress to speed up. This situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotion and make your decisions quickly. So I do think the blessing is that, I mean, it's going to be obvious. There's something here that's going to be obvious. And it's what we want, because this is also connected to just knowing what we want. That our decisions are not going to be hard right now. It's going to be obvious exactly which path we need to take, exactly which way we need to go. So you don't have to overthink this. I think that that's part of, like, I don't even know how to be creative. You don't have to overthink this. It's going to be obvious what you need to do. It's just going to kind of just show up for you. The right time, the right resources. Going back to that 1144 message from the beginning. It's going to be clear to you. You don't have to worry about that part. It will make itself known. Okay. The challenge right now is the Six of Earth. So the Six of Earth it's being imbalanced. And so the biggest message I'm getting right now is that we've got a little bit of a workaholic situation happening. The all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So, I feel like that you've been giving just way too much in one area of your life. And now then it's time to kind of refocus it back into one that is more just for fun, just for you. I think that there's those pieces right there, because the responsible part just keeps coming back to my mind. It's like you're doing for everybody else but yourself. And so now it's time to do things that are actually feeding back into you. And I'm getting back to that, the card with the nature, the getting back into nature. This is also, remember, the message was let the earth nurture you as you nurture the earth. So there's like this reciprocal thing happening. So we're working better. We're working better in alignment. We're making better. It's the equal give and take. We're getting better aligned. But it's the challenge, but it's the opportunity. The challenge of it is because you are so responsible. It is your nature to just take on more than what is actually yours to do. All right. Let's see. I'm going to pull from the Past Life Oracle. All right. So what significant past life, collective past life, is affecting us at this time? What is it that we're trying to break here? All right. right. Past life. Right, so this is connected with Native American. Getting back to the traditions of the Native American. Wow, okay. So, the Native Americans really were connected to the earth, very much connected with the earth and using the earth, but not using it like it was that symbiosis. It's getting back to the symbiosis. And so that's the part of us that's kind of rising up in us to be remembered, is that part that was connected to the earth. And where we've gotten so disconnected now. I mean, most of us don't even go outside, is what it was even saying in that one card. Most of us stay inside of our homes, or we live in places in big cities that don't even have earth to go step into, to put our hands into. We don't put our hands into the earth. Most of us are not doing gardens and eating, things that we've actually grown ourselves. We are very, very disconnected from the earth. Let me read this card. Native American. This card signifies that you had an important past life as a Native American, which is connected to your current journey in this life. If you've been drawn to Native American artifacts, cultures, and spirituality, this is because they're familiar to your soul. Studying Native American teachings can help you awaken ancient memories and knowledge that you already have stored within. This card also signifies indigenous cultures from other countries as well. Perhaps you have some hidden anger or pain because of your battle or loss during your time as an indigenous person. As with other past life trauma, a session with a qualified regressionist can help you heal this old energy. In this way, you can retain the lessons and love from that lifetime and release painful blocks. So, I do feel like that's very collectively, because it even said not just the American, it went to other indigenous cultures. And so that's what I'm connecting with more, is just that nature of us is the part that's screaming out to reconnect with the earth, like that we used to be so connected to the earth, and that we were watching, even just we would watch the signs for the seasons, and we would watch what was the sun doing, and the stars, and all of these things were giving us information that we are so disconnected with now. And so that's what we're being called now, is to find that reconnection. And the biggest way to find it is to get back into that flow state, that feminine nature of just like the allowing, the not the pushing, not trying to control, just being in that expression, the creative energy. All of that is what is going to help us kind of realign to this this reconnected space, this unified space. All right. I'm going to pull with the guides from the hidden realms to see what is our best move forward at this time. Guidance for our best move forward. Guidance for our best move forward. A way out of the weeds. A clear way out, multitasking, and getting organized. A way out of the weeds. So, efficient was a word that I kept getting all throughout this, is doing things more efficiently as well. A way out of the weeds. Some days you feel confused and stuck, like you're in a marsh, lost in the weeds. There's no way out in sight, and you can't break free of this predicament. Struggling and pushing, however, will get you nowhere. You must do the opposite of what you want to do and relax instead. Okay. Can you remember your partnership with spirit and ask for divine help? pray for clarity and the weeds to part. If you could stand up and see from a higher perspective, you would notice things that you missed while struggling down in the weeds. The big picture is where you need to place your attention now. Don't let yourself get trapped in the mud and the weeds of other people's drama and gossip either. Spirit knows the way out. If you trust the path will be shown to you, it surely will. Keep your head high and then take it one step at a time. And I just kept getting this card coming back to mind. Sorry. But yeah, this card was what kept coming back to mind is that bringing the balance. This is the weeds. To me, this is the weeds. I'm trying to find what part of this. Can you remember your partnership with Spirit and ask for the divine help? So, like, you don't have to do it all on your own. It's coming back to just that level of responsibility that we feel like that if we don't do it, nobody will. And so that doesn't give us time to do all of the creative things, because how do we have time for that? Have you had anybody ask you, what are your hobbies? And then you sit there and like, I have no idea. Like, I work. That's it. I work. That's not a hobby. So, that's showing you where you are so far out of alignment, that's the only focus that you can even come to is I work. That's it. I work and sleep, work, sleep, eat. That's it. And how many of us really do say that? And that's not really a balanced life at all. And so I think that's really the message is we are so out of balance collectively. It's time to bring fun back into our life. It's time to find that balance again, to get back in touch with nature. And so really coming back to this Native American lifestyle. Okay. Like, I've thought about this a lot, probably this year. That's been a big, just the way they lived and how they didn't have to have, banks and insurance and all of these things. They didn't have all of those. And while they had their own struggles that I probably don't even know the half of, there was something that was desirable about the simplicity that they lived and the way that they used the land and worked with the land and just gave back to the land. I know that they had things that were, again, not great parts of their society. They didn't have it all right, but they did a whole lot of things that brought a lot of inner peace, where they worked collectively. That's another part that I love about the Native American culture is how it really was a village. And we see it now that most of us don't feel like we have a village at all. We don't feel like we're connected at all. And we know that, like, if something happened to us tomorrow, our next door neighbor probably doesn't even know our name. That's how disconnected we've really, really gotten. And it's like we live closer together now. Like our yards are not huge lots now. They're smaller lots. They're packing us in even tighter. But yet again, they've found a way to keep us so disconnected that you don't even know those people that are literally right around you, to where you could work together if you needed to. And I feel that we really are getting into a time that coming together and having community is going to be really important, and that we really are going to have to get reconnected with the land, of learning how to work with it and how to sustain ourselves off of the land. I do think that is going to be something that a lot of us are going to need to know, and you're going to have to be able to work with others and depend on others. And that's part of what I loved about that whole Native American community, is just that part that they taught us. And yet we came in and told them that they were doing it wrong, and then we redid the whole thing. And now that we feel so disconnected and alone, and we have all of these mental health issues are spiraling all over the place, and of course the insurance and all of that, they love that we are needing all of the medicines that they are producing for us, instead of teaching us how to eat healthy and to connect with the divine and keep that space open and clean. And just I see that we do have a lot of reconnecting that we need to do. So I'm going to close us out with the Art of Manifestation Oracle. So what can we do right now to bring our manifestations in? Uncertainty. Calm the noise within your mind. Get still and meditate. If you are still uncertain, give yourself 4 hours and meditate again. If you are still unclear, wait for 4 days. And if necessary, 4 weeks. The answer will come. And so I think that we are moving into some uncertain times, but this guidance here is don't give up, just keep seeking for the answer. If you ask, it will be given. So if you seek the answers, they will be given. And so just keep seeking the guidance. It is coming to you. It comes to you in the form, it will be in your body. Your guidance is going to be in your body. So the things that are meant for you because they really light you up. You feel just this pull towards things. And the things that are not meant for you, they decrease you. You feel just this, like pulling away. So just feel your body for any of these decisions. And that's where I think also this card, again, you won't have to overthink this. It's going to be very clear for you about what you're going to need to do. So I just get out of your head and just follow the guidance as it shows up. All right, so I will close it out there. Hopefully you got some value out of this. And if you did, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. And you can let me know down in the comments, what you did gain from this and how you're going to be using this information. And other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. And I will see you on Saturday for the energy forecast. All right. See you guys. Bye.